Hello, this is Vance, and this is Wednesday, October the 8th, 2014. These are the CL trades for today using the slow hand method for price action. Well, I was on here this morning, talked a little bit about the pre-market, talked about this channel up here, how price kind of failed. I marked this one. I mean, if you're trading, after looking at this, this you can consider this a trade. I didn't take this trade. I was here after that. I was also looking at this. Here was a failure right here, another trade right here. So price moved up. This is definitely a trade. But what I was looking more along the lines is this. See how price reacted. So we had the first move down here, the first leg, pulled back, and here's the second leg. And look where it kind of ended up, right near this bottom. So I looked at this area as support, and that's what I was looking for. So for the first trade for myself, what I was looking at is something along, like taking a long here, maybe retesting this area right up here. So I was looking at a long from off of here, somewhere off of here. Now this first trade, I marked this one in purple. It's a second entry long off of this one. First entry, second entry. It was pretty good. Now, if you take that trade, the setup is good. The problem is it goes into this overlap. And once it goes into this overlap, you might have shaken yourself. You could, if you waited, it would have worked this out eventually. But when you get one or two or three, you get these many bars overlapping like this, it looks like capitulation to me. And I'm looking at maybe there may be another measure moving here. But I wasn't thinking that yet. So if you got into this trade, get out with break even plus one or something like that. But then when price came down here and it couldn't go down here, you see these matching lows down here? This is a good place to limit in. Now, it was an aggressive trade, limited in, and this was really the first trade that I took was right here. Now, price moves up. It was a measured move up. Let me just kind of fix this a bit so you can see it a little bit better. It was really a measured move up here, and I'll show you the measured move. I saw it as this way. So we had this first move up, pull back, and then there's a second move up to here. So once price got up to here, instead of keep on going, it really resulted in this turnaround. So this is like a exhaustion slash short. It's like a second entry short where you didn't have this was not but lower, but it's like a second entry short, and you're right at the top of this channel. So this was a sell. Now I made this one in green. This was the other trade, and probably because of the time, it's 9:30. Depending on how it worked out, I was just looking at going to the bottom. I was thinking maybe it was a tight trading range. But as you see, it collapsed right down. You know what I'd expect that to happen. But price, it would turn out to be a really good trade. Moved all the way down to here, down to this area. Once it got down to here, this is now it's 10 o'clock. You could have kept your runner alive until it kind of really turned around down here. Now, near 10 o'clock like this, this is the DOE report. So around 10 o'clock to 10:30, I don't look at taking any new trades here. Now, when price did come back, I was in this trade. It was fine. It worked out well. I think I closed it out right about here when we had this bit of this pullback. Now, price moves back up here, and you can see this move. This is a second entry short, but it's right at 10:30. And when the announcement came out that there was a bit of a surplus, a 5 million barrel surplus, price really fell off. But it was really quick-lived, and only it dropped down to here below. Now we're getting pretty low. We're down to 86.63. It's 86.83. So we're below 86, below $90 by $4. Didn't stay down there. Came back, reeled it all the way back in. Had another pullback, and now you're looking at this is just after 11 o'clock. Whether you take a trade in here or not, it breaks the trend channel. It closes above. This is like a breakout pullback, and then there's a bit of a trap, I think. Price moves up, and then it pulls back first time, second time, top of this kind of this tight trading range from here. Doesn't break it through, and then finally, of a strong bar like this one, then it found its feet and started climbing higher. The price started climbing higher, and where did it wind up? Really peaked out where this first break of this channel was in the overnight, or the top of this tight trading range from this morning. And so price from earlier in the morning, price comes up a resistance down here. Again, this is a second entry short. Didn't really quite like it because of this strong move up here. We don't know how far it's going to go. I'm thinking that we already had the first move up, pulls back first time, second time. So we're a little bit past exhaustion there. But if this is maybe a move within a move, we might be looking at price going up higher. So if it pulls back here first time, maybe it finds purchase, but moves and retests this area. And I was thinking that maybe it'll go higher like this and maybe kind of overcome this area. But as you can see, when price got to where these former double tops are, it stalled. And so we had another tight trading range, and when it comes up and retests again, this is a place to go short with the idea that we might test this bottom area. Again, price collapses down to this area, a tighter trading channel down here. This is a pullback. Mark this one in purple. The reason I liked it is because it was a rejection. It is the top of this tight trading range. We might go back down, test lower. The only disadvantage is that it wasn't quite enough room to get out these bottoms. And with a strong bar like this, an instant rejection, you could have taken it, but I marked it in purple in case it wasn't really as clear as some of the other trades. It's a little bit more aggressive than just a straight green trade, but it would have worked out. But it didn't really go that far. You got your 15 ticks and not much more than that. Pulled back, and again, price found support near these bottoms and pulled its way back up here. Now we're getting close to 2 o'clock, and a couple of other kind of decent setups on a regular day. Looking again for a measured move. So if we have the first move up here, pullback first time, another pullback down here, strong bar. The problem is that once it completed, it didn't really make the double tops. It just kind of bounced around here, and ultimately it failed. So when it goes into overlap, I would close something like this one out, especially when you have this first bar out and this is a failure. See if you can get out. You could have probably got out with break even or something like that. But I was looking at maybe going higher, and I was too close to that. That we're getting close to that after that 2 o'clock announcement. Whether the market reacted, that's what I'm saying. This is really, you don't take a trade here. It looks like a good setup, but so close to that FOMC announcement that you probably wouldn't take that. Now later on, this is after the market, just as the market closed, and we have this turnaround right here, and price is moving up. So again, this is really good. It was like a range day. That's what it was. Price really traded between the highs and lows. A little bit of overshot here as far as the overnight, but you can see it was mostly just a range day. So you can see the top of the range, bottom of the range, and just traded back and forth across this thing. You'd have been fine. Anyway, that's it for now. Again, tomorrow morning, anybody that's interested, email me, jksv@shaw.ca, 8:45. I'll be online. Go to webinar. I'll send you a link. We'll start out with a fresh chart. Maybe if there's a trade, we'll take that as well. So we'll talk a little bit about that and go from there. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Any questions, please let me know. Bye for now.